And of course, San Jose, Silicon Valley. It wasn't quite Silicon Valley at that point, the way we know it today.
Yeah, that was in 1973, and I was called the engineering manager at Gill Cable. We just, ran a cable system. I kept building and building and extending and rebuild. Keeping everything operating. And we added microwave. We bought one of the first microwaves, a big giant. What was it? A 10-meter dish, I guess it was called.
Mm-hmm.
That's like 30 feet or something. A big dish, and put it in the back parking lot.
And that was to get HBO, I assume?
That's right. Yeah, HBO was the first one.
Yeah.
And we were actually doing some program origination also. We had some of the big 2-inch tape machines that we were using for recording video, and it was... Yeah,
because at the time, you were kind of outpacing the content that was available, right? You had more channels than you had content, right?
That's right, yeah, right.
It led you also to our friend John Messmer, and tell us about what you guys did.
Well, John Messmer came to work for Gill Cable also, and his expertise was power supplies, and because all of our power supplies were automatic standby. They all had batteries in them, and if we had a power failure, they would keep on running under battery power.
Which wasn't typical at that day. That was advanced.
Yeah, it was quite advanced, and they wanted to do things right. Well, we did some extra projects on the side, sort of, and Bob Carrot was aware of this and encouraged it all the time. And one of the things we did was this low-cost spectrum analyzer, and just to see what it would do, because we had a set-top box, and it tuned all the way across the band with one change of voltage because it was high frequency, so the percentage of change was small. Mm-hmm. And rather than having it locked up in a phase-lock loop like the normal tuning was, we broke that and put a sawtooth generator on the tuning and had it scan. And we put some adjustments on it so it would scan either a narrow bandwidth or a wide bandwidth, and that was the tuner for it. And we actually used a detector. We didn't have a logarithmic detector at the time. We just had a linear detector that was in there. That the regular video detector is an amplitude detector, so that was in the set-top box, and so that was used in. And we would use the same sawtooth to drive the horizontal with oscilloscope, and then the vertical was the detector output, so we had a spectrum display.
Yeah, I remember, I think, using one of those when I was at Tomco with you. It was kind of low-cost spectrum analyzer. And what happened to that? Did you guys sell it, or?
Bob Cooper, who ran the CATJ magazine at the time, wanted to do an article and do a kit. So we did it. We did an article, and we built a kit, and we actually went to one of the regional shows in Oklahoma, I think it was, and had, I don't know, about 15 or 20 guys build these things while we were there. They all built them, and we tested them. We had quite a time. And it was all, Bob Cooper was a real go-getter, and he really made things happen, But we were building kits. We sold a lot of kits. I don't remember, several hundred, and we were packaging them in my living room. And it didn't amount to a lot of money, but that was a fun deal.